You searched how to save survey responses in Notion using Zapier. So let's set that up now. I'm already signed into Zapier and the dashboard is sitting here loaded. If you haven't connected your survey app in Notion to Zapier yet, pause and do that first. Wiring up accounts mid-Zap always gets messy. Now I'll click Create up in the top left corner, then choose Zaps. The Zap editor opens. The trigger step is the first thing you see. I click it, type Typeform into the search bar. I'm using Typeform today, but the same flow works for Google Forms, Jotform, SurveyMonkey, whatever you use. I select the app, then pick New Entry as the trigger event. That fires every time someone submits the form. Click Continue, and if your account isn't connected yet, you'll get a one-click prompt right here. I'm already connected, so it drops me onto the survey selection. I pick the form I want to monitor. In my case, it's our customer feedback survey. Click Continue. And before we test, a real-world note. Make sure your form has at least one genuine submission. Zapier needs something to sample. If it's empty, go submit a test response now, then come back. Beats fighting a no data found error. I click Test Trigger. Zapier pulls in the latest submission. All the fields from that response show up on screen: name, email, survey title, rating, feedback, recommendation score, comments, submission date. I scroll through and verify every piece of data I want, and Notion is sitting right here. If a field is missing, it's because your survey didn't collect it or the sample was incomplete. Better to spot that now than after publishing. Now I add the Notion action. I click the plus icon below the trigger, search for Notion, and select it. The action event I want is Create Database Item. That's the one that writes a new row into your database. Some setups call it Create Page, but the behavior is identical. A new entry appears in your chosen database. I click Continue, connect my Notion account. If you haven't authorized it before, a permissions pop-up asks you to grant access to the workspace. I pick the workspace that holds my feedback database, give it access, and return to Zapier. My account is already linked, so I just select it from the drop-down and hit Continue. Now the database selection. This is where prep pays off. Your Notion database needs to already exist with all the properties you intend to populate. If you jump in here and try to add columns after the fact, you'll end up with mismatched fields and blank cells. I created a database called Customer Feedback earlier and set up properties like name, email, survey, rating, feedback, NPS score, comments, and date submitted. So I choose my workspace, then pick Customer Feedback from the list, click Continue, field mapping opens. On the left are the survey fields Zapier pulled from the trigger. On the right are the Notion database properties. I map respondent name to name, email address to email, survey title to survey, rating to rating, feedback to feedback, recommendation score to NPS score, additional comments to comments, and submission date to date submitted. One trap here: the name property in Notion is the page title and it's required. If you skip it or leave it empty, the test will fail with a pretty cryptic error. I always map the respondent's name or email into that field so every page has a title. If you have custom properties like department or product, map those as well. I've got a department property, so I drag it into place. I click Test Step. Zapier creates a sample page in the database. While it runs, a spinner appears, then a success message. I open Notion in another tab and head to the customer feedback database. A new item is there. I click it and check. Name is filled, rating is a number, feedback text is intact, date is correct, no missing required properties. If anything looked off, I'd adjust the mappings and test again right now. Nobody wants to debug a published Zap. You can stop here and have a solid automation, but I'm going to add one optional piece that I nearly always include: a filter. I want only low ratings to create database items so my team can act on them fast without sifting through 5-star reviews. I click the small plus between the trigger and Notion, search for Filter by Zapier, and drop it in. The filter screen appears. I set the condition to rating less than 3. Only submissions with a score below 3 will get through. If you want the opposite, say only high scores, you'd flip the rule. I click Continue and check that the filter is placed before the Notion action. This step is totally optional, but once you know it's here, you'll use it constantly. Now I review everything. Trigger fires on new submissions, filter checks the rating, Notion writes a database item. I name the Zap Typeform to Notion Feedback so I can spot it in a list, then click Publish. The Zap goes live and I get a confirmation. That's it, the automation is running. To be sure it works end to end, I submit another test survey response. I fill out the form with a low rating on purpose, click Submit, and wait. Back in Zapier, I can see the Zap history updating. I'll show that in a second. I switch to Notion and refresh the database. The new response appears and all the fields are right where they should be. Two useful things to know now that it's live. First, Zap history is your frontline check. I'm back in Zapier, click Zaps in the sidebar, find my Zap, and hit the little clock icon. This shows every run, with a green check or a red error. After the first few real submissions, take 2 minutes to scan this log. It'll catch a mapping mistake before you miss a week of data. Second, task usage. Zapier's free plan has a limit, and every trigger and action counts as a task. I go to Settings, Billing, and Usage, and look at the task counter. If this Zap handles hundreds of responses a day, you'll hit that cap faster than you think. Upgrading or combining steps with paths can keep you under If this saved you time, hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment saying it was helpful. Comments are what push this video to other people searching for the same thing.